Hey, what's up guys? Chris here with Suburban Geckos. So, I know I've told you guys for the last couple of seasons that I would do a video on setting up hatchlings. Last season didn't get around to it. So I had a couple of babies hatched within the last week. Woke up this morning and had one that was hatched out and grabbed the camera real quick and here we are. So literally just rolled out of bed 20 minutes ago. Anyway, might be a little shaky. I'm going to try and just do it all one-handed. Don't have the tripod or anything set up. So, but this should be really quick and really easy. So let's take a look. So obviously, first thing we're going to need is another tub. I set up all the babies in 6-quart Container Store shoebox tubs. Most important thing for the babies for the first few weeks is making sure that you keep things nice and humid in there. So I am pretty liberal with the way that I spray the tub down. Once I do that, for me, I'll use a Selecticize and double it over. Just, get it to where it'll hold a little bit more moisture. Doing this one-handed is not easy. Anyway, doesn't look pretty as it normally would, and then I'll spray the paper towel down as well. Through those first couple of sheds, it's really important that you keep this nice and wet. You want to make sure that those first few sheds are successful. Not that all of them aren't, but last thing you want is a new hatchling that's covered in stuck shed, and not a good way to start things off. So grab a pair of scissors. I've listed these in the other care videos before, I'm pretty sure. These Gen Pack, I think it's a Gen Pack 1, but it's pretty small, one of the smaller ones that I think you can get. So what I'm going to do is, alright, so there you go. That's basically what we're going for here. It's just cutting a notch, doesn't have to be too big. So set that back in the corner like so. You can go ahead and put a food dish in if you want. Normally for me, I don't feed for the first 5 days or so. I rarely have any that will start eating right off the bat. So you can put your dish in and kind of preload it with a couple of worms, or just put some of your supplement powder in there. The key for me that I found, and this is something that I learned from a friend of mine a few years ago, is especially if you use these dishes with the lids or the lip on them, put the dish up close to the hide there. That way, because they're so small, it gives them a better view of the worms. I've actually seen them many times standing on top of the hide here and kind of sniping into the dish. Obviously with these geckos, being so young, you don't need to put a ton of worms in here. It's actually better in the beginning, I think, to put a few at a time. That way, if you have a good idea of what you put in there, you can kind of monitor, how much they're eating and things like that. So obviously as they grow gradually, you can move it back to kind of where I would normally keep it there. But this is a great spot I found that way. I think it's more secure for them too. They don't have to come, far out of the hide. It's easy. They can just kind of get out, get up on top. But if you don't want to do that and put the dish in there, you can actually take your powder and just put a little on top of the hide. That way, you don't have to worry about the dish at all. They'll go up on top of the hide and take whatever they need, and that's that. So then you want to obviously get the gecko. So this is something that I hope is going to be really special, and I was really excited about it hatching out, and this is the first one of the pairing that's hatched out. So yeah, really excited about this pairing. It's something that I hoped would turn out cool, and it's looking like it could turn out pretty cool. So set the camera down here for a second. that's it. Once you've got them set up, into the rack they go, and that's all. I mean, it's another one of these things that it's pretty simple. Like I said, I've picked some of these things up from a friend of mine along the way, to where I've kind of modified the way that I did things, but this for me works perfect. After 5 days, like I mentioned, I will grab some worms and throw worms in there again, put it up next to the hide, and as they grow, I'll just gradually move it back to the wall, and that right there will be their setup, you know, until they leave here, until they're so large that I have to move them into an adult rack. So that's really it, guys. I wish there was more to it, but you know, that kind of a setup should work for you just fine. So I guess that's it for today, guys. Good luck with your seasons, and give me some ideas for some more videos. I'm glad to try and throw some things together, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.